to the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show, Brian.
Well, hey, how are you, Dave?
How are you doing?
We want to welcome everybody to the Dirty Overhaul Rock
Shane's
Show,
pointing to this camera.
Wednesday edition. We have a very special guest in the house tonight. We're very
From an
excited.
undisclosed location.
Well, we are in an undisclosed location. Jamestown, North Carolina. Right now, we got Mr. Louie Money from the Trailer Park Orchestra here tonight. We're going to be asking him all kinds of questions. Thank you for spending your Wednesday night with us.
Thank you for having me. Happy Hump Day.
Oh yeah. We hope everybody's out there humping tonight, and we're missing one member of the team tonight.
That's true.
Mr. Luscious LaRue is not here with us tonight.
He is in Huckleberry Shine country.
No, he is
I don't know where he
turning
is.
tricks
Maybe.
down on the corner of High Point down there on Ward Street, but that's fine.
So somebody is humping. So
Yeah,
Ward Street is where you go here in High Point?
Or getting humped. But
we always question.
yeah, Larry goes both ways. He likes men and little boys.
So where's this one?
That took him a second.
But anyway, we got Louie, who's affectionately known as Louie Love Money from Mr. Boogie Woogie Man, not Jimmy Valiant, the real one.
Rob McBride.
Yeah.
Love
Who will
that
probably
dude.
be calling in later
Probably
on. Probably.
Yeah, love that.
Going,
dude.
ha da da, ha hip hip hip. He was here, what, 2 weeks ago?
I've never had somebody that was so happy to get hit by brass knuckles in his life. I accidentally hit him with some brass knuckles. No, I accidentally hit him, and I literally thought he was going to kill me, and he comes back up and he's like, okay, let's try that again. And I'm like,
So the thing about Louie that we have in common, not only is he in a band, and he's a musician.
we both
he's
go
also-
both ways.
Yeah, we both go like boys and little. Well,
right.
we both like little boys' pants half off, like
There you
Kmart.
go.
By the way, you
But-
know what the hardest thing about being a pedophile is, don't you? Just trying to put it.
Nah.
But you also do the wrestling thing.
Well,
Or
I
you
mean, I
the
did
wrestling.
it back in the day. I mean, I love, don't get me wrong. I mean, anybody who's ever seen us live knows I
Yeah, the
love
Ric
wrestling.
Flair. I noticed that right
You
off.
gotta say wrestling.
Yeah,
Oh,
wrestling.
yeah. Wrestling's always been a big
The
influence. on my
NWA
life.
shit is always a big.
World Class was big. Yeah,
Oh,
all
yeah.
that. All
With
that.
the Von Erich. I even like when y'all were doing the one song, because for some, let's fill in the holes here, but a couple months ago.
The way you said fill in the
no,
holes.
Well, I'm sure you did. Well, so he wants to fill my hole all the time. But,
It usually does get filled.
But we were over at the White Trash Bash, and it was the first time I ever got to see you guys. And when you were doing the Ric Flair thing and all that, and I was like, oh shit, this guy is after my own heart. Yeah, that was pretty.
And that's actually autographed by Ric Flair too.
Oh, wow.
The boa is.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has the robe with the Nature Boy. My wife bought me one.
Wooed on it.
Yeah.
My wife bought me one for $60.
He said, let me see that.
I wore it for New Year's, and that was it. So, and then I bought the boots too, which were they're really house slippers.
Like covered, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They come all the way up
Put
here,
shoes-
and they actually tie up
Yeah.
like wrestling boots.
But he's
They're
got
like
he has
$40
more
bucks.
shoes inside of them.
Yeah.
Are they autographed?
No.
okay.
My wife, they have the little red with the star on the side, and
And then
they
he's got the robe. and
Yeah,
he's
the
got
robe. I was
And then
styling.
all the dildos. He's got a big case full of dildos.
yeah, but that's
Nice.
neither here nor
Yeah,
there.
just like
Fill in the
Flair.
holes.
Which I'm going to bring in here, yeah. But anyway, I saw you doing the wrestling thing. So did you ever get in the ring, or do you just do the manager thing?
Oh no.
Because I took several ass whoopings with Rob McBride talking me into getting
I
in the
mean,
ring.
I came close a couple of times.
Oh, I
but
did.
I mean, if you're talking about like what we did back in the day, I mean, for a while there, I was doing a radio show, and this is the
Damn, this
is
is
the-
guy after my own heart.
late
And
'90s,
this is nothing like a radio
early
show.
2000s. Well, this was old FM radio.
Oh, wow.
And actually, hold on, wait a minute. Actually, I started doing it on AM radio first.
Wow.
I was at a ESPN affiliate in High Point. Actually, that's no longer there. And then I started doing it at QFS, which is Guilford College Radio FM, and I was just helping New Empire Wrestling at the time.
Oh, with Kurt Solo.
Kurt Solo, yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
And Matt Houston.
And I was just helping them with promotions, bringing them on.
We
and,
had to run into each other
Oh,
back
I'm
then
sure.
at one of the
yeah.
shows.
We know too many people not to it.
Yeah, Boogie, he volunteered me for the ring pretty early after I met him. He was wrestling the Barbarian one time at Riders. And he had like the Black Bart gimmick where he's going, dude, and all that. And he looked, I said, man, this guy is entertaining. So at the end, I walked up and introduced myself. Then he started to come and see me play, and then it was like,
He's cool as shit, man.
oh, he got me in there, man.
He's
Like,
been here many times. We had a couple of wrestlers over here that had to settle a dispute
What
with
was the guy's-
Rockin' Sock'em Robots.
Nice.
over there.
yeah, we had Matt Houston, and I can't remember what his
Oh,
manager was.
Jesse or
No.
Jody.
Jody,
What?
oh God, now I can't, I'm embarrassed. I
Well, I'm
can't
about to say my
He
memory
was the
bank says this
manager.
was back way back, and I was getting like hammered every night because I'm the one that actually got them booked at the Click. The old. I'm the
Oh
one
yeah,
that
I
set-
remember that.
I'm the one that set
Now,
that
was you
up.
doing the music too at the same time?
I mean, I've always been in a band.
Yeah.
But it just started off with, they were looking for a place. I made a phone call. She was great at owned the Click back in the day. I actually still live walking distance from the old Click.
Oh, cool.
And I started helping Kurt write scripts, and next thing you know, he wants me as a mouthpiece, and next thing you know, I'm
Curtis Q solo.
taking a bump here and there, but not much. Accidentally hit Rob McBride with some brass knuckles, and I turned white as a sheet. Literally knew that was the end of my life.
But yeah, there's been several times where he asked me to. He had a guitar one time that he brought, and we were going to do the Jeff Jarrett thing.
Oh, and hit him.
It was when my band was taking on him at Riders in a cage, and two of the guys in the band turned on me and joined Rob.
Nice.
And the other guy that was supposed to be my partner, the drummer, he didn't want to do it at all, so he took one bump, rolled out, and then I had to wrestle all three of them by myself.
Oh,
and
man.
it was awesome. But he wanted me to hit him, right? And he said, "Don't be a pussy." He said, "Hit me." And I said, "This thing was hard as a rock. It was a guitar, a real guitar."
Not one of the hollowed out.
No, not a
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett
not with the
guitar. Like
regular-
I hit this sucker and it went boom, loud, and he was like, "Man, that was awesome." And I thought I'd killed him, man, because when I hit him, it like cut like the top of his head. And then in the ring, I wrestled him one-on-one in a cage match at Riders.
Kept saying, hit me.
I was hitting him in the head like it was bleeding, and he wanted me to hit it.
Hit him more. Hit him
Yeah, he's
again.
like, "Come on, hit me, hit me,
Your
goddamn
buddy
it."
tells you to hit him, and you're like,
Dude, I was hitting him as hard as I could, and he was like, hit me. I was like, all right, man. I just kept like wailing on him. He's like, dude, that was awesome.
Didn't you say that? You said, well, if you don't hit me, I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, man. I just started fucking
I'm gonna
wailing.
hit the guy.
And then he's like, throw me in the cage. And when I went back and watched that match, it looked like Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he made me look like $1 million.
And that's what the great ones doing, dude.
He's like, all right, put me in a headlock. He's like, all right, he's up. I was like, I'm sorry. We were wrestling. He's like,
do I owe you money?
throw me the ropes. I'm like, all right, and I would throw him, and then he would bump, and then I would like, he's like, elbow, and I'd drop an elbow, and it looked. I went back and watched it. I was like, I couldn't even tell, that I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, well, you had more experience doing it than I did. Number one, I'm a hemophiliac. A lot of people don't know that.
Shit.
I'm a factor 9 hemophiliac. I was like, I ain't doing much in here, guys.
I'll
run my mouth any day.
I only got cut one time. It was Rick Converse and the Lumbee Warrior. Remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted me. We were wrestling for the RCW belt.
Nice.
Me and Boogie, and he was going to hit me with a chair, and he wanted me to drop right when the one guy, Rick Converse, swung it. I was supposed to drop to my ass, and I did, but he still caught me. I mean, just barely like this, right? I mean, just barely touched me. Dude, it started bleeding like I was.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
And I didn't even feel it at the time, and I was like, oh shit. And then
Adrenaline kicks in.
and Boogie was laughing. He's like, dude, that was awesome, man. I was yeah for you.
Yeah.
And speaking of mutual friends and stuff, we were talking about this a little bit before we got started. One of the guitar players in your band, mutual friend of ours, who's no longer with us, Matt Overstreet.
Oh yeah, I did a lot of stuff with him. You lived with the guy, best friends with the guy for years, traveled with the guy.
I remember going up to the basement with Neil.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, man, this guy's going to come over tonight. He's a bartender. And you were in Asheboro at the
Well, he
time?
saw your picture.
I'm actually working in Asheville now. I was probably in Winston-Salem at the time.
Okay.
But yeah, I go way back with those guys.
He was always talking about, he's coming over and we're going to jam. And
we
that
had a
was,
lot.
That was the jam place.
I tell you what, until I got with the guys I'm with now, which Matt obviously had a big part in getting me that gig, but I've up until, like I said, Bull and Joe.
Yeah.
At that point, I had never had anybody where I just wrote so easily with, where it was just like he'd come up and just magic just would happen like that.
Wow,
You
that
know?
meant.
Oh yeah, he
You know, it
was
sounds
great.
cliche.
Well,
yeah.
when you got two people like Matt and Neil in the same room, one guy would go into a little solo, then the other one would play like a harmony to that.
And it was also always
and then next thing you
tasteful.
know, it sounded like it
And they were brothers?
Well,
Oh, no.
Well,
in
they
arms,
might-
so to
yeah.
Just
speak.
best friends.
Yeah, known each other since.
I wish I had a
Mother.
friend like that. That was cool.
And then of course, if you remember Chris Gilly,
Yeah.
you know all the, you know, I jammed with all of those guys back in the day. It was just wonderful.
Yeah.
Man.
That's true. And Bunny, the
Bunny
drummer.
Beasley, yeah, I never jammed with him. He was already like just kind of not doing anything. I saw him at Matt's funeral, and before that, it was at least a decade. He probably could walk in right now, and I'd not recognize him.
Wow.
You know, it's been that long. And I was never really close to him. I met him a couple of times, had a couple of beers with him, like in a group of people, but never, you know.
Well, he is sorely missed, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna take our first break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk to Louie about the whole. We've covered the wrestling. We're going to cover the how Trailer Park Orchestra came together, how he became. Well, we touched on it a little bit, but how he became the lead singer, how he gets his motivation for stuff, and maybe even watch a video or two because I love this video. It sounds so awesome. So we'll be right back after
Rock
this.
Show. Be right back.
Nice.
Welcome back to the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show.
I know why you call it dirty.
We're having beard porn in here.
We're sitting here with Louie Money from Trailer Park Orchestra.
The one and only Louie Money.
And this is the CD. If you haven't seen or heard it, buy it.
Or if you haven't bummed one off them at a show for free, like
That's right.
I did.
So go
Yeah,
hawk
there
your
you go.
shit
So
and
it-
go buy this CD.
Yeah, no shit. We recently we went
Partnership?
triple plywood because somebody put on Facebook that they found our CD at Goodwill for
Nice.
$1. I was like, we finally made it.
Hey,
That was
there
me.
you
At
go.
least, no, it was
I did.
Somebody got to hey,
the
somebody.
bass player for Dog Days or something like that. Anyway,
Nice.
but anyway, we is
So
this
we're
y'all's? Yeah, we're hoping to go triple aluminum.
Linoleum.
Is this y'all's first release?
Yes.
Okay,
It's,
cool.
it's our right now we're in the process of recording the second one, deep fried double wide.
Hell
I
yeah.
like it. Where did you have it recorded?
Well, if you do a
from?
video,
JP Audio Labs, which Joe Potts owns, of course, is our guitar
There's your
player.
plug.
yeah, Joe Potts.
Yeah,
If you want to go get your CD done.
Go see
JP Audio
Jim Potts.
Labs.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about how this thing come together because we'll watch a little bit of it here, but we watched a little bit of Support Your Local Bartender,
How many
which was
tracks is
awesome.
I don't even know.
9, it's like 9,
tracks.
yeah, which is about right. We did 8 on ours, but tell me a little bit about has any of these just got posted? Has any of these like happened? This life experience? Or is
No, all of it is
based on a true story.
I forgot who it was, but a buddy of mine had put something about, he's like, every time I listen to TPO, I feel like I'm listening to a giant inside joke. And I'm like, that is pretty accurate for, a good part of the album. Maybe not the whole thing, but yeah, for a good part of the album, it is pretty much an inside joke.
And when
Including you got posted.
I remember seeing you guys too, and you did a song about one Mr. Daryl Mashburn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know if you want to elaborate on his situation. Let's just say he's
He's taking a
sabbatical.
state-sponsored vacation.
yeah.
But no, that song came about.
I like that.
Song it was actually
We'll watch it here in a second.
it was actually Bull's idea, Bull Bentley idea to do a song. Literally the night before we wrote it, Daryl had come to my house on bike and in the trunk.
Daryl fixed my brakes one Sunday.
Were you able to stop on Monday? No, Daryl's a good mechanic.
Oh yeah,
All
he came over to my
jokes aside,
house and for
Yeah.
$50 he put new brakes on my car.
Oh yeah, he's an awesome mechanic.
And then
Awesome guy.
Yeah.
But he came over and he got drunk, and a girl I was dating at the time, she had a dog. Well, I decided it'd be funny.
Scared.
I thought it'd be funny when Daryl passed out drunk to teabag Daryl
I'm with you so far.
Okay,
and upload the pictures on Facebook.
Oh, now that's a little rough. Would I do that?
so
So
So we
the next day after I sober up and wake up. I see his phone call
He
coming.
got posted.
And I see his name pop up, and I'm like, all right, this is going to go one or two ways. He's either going to cuss me out, or as soon as I answer, he's just going to start laughing. It was the latter.
Oh,
as soon as I answered,
you're lucky
he
because
just
Daryl
like-
doesn't seem like he's.
He started just laughing and
This
so
is
boy,
what happens when our sound man passes out.
That was this past weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, he fell asleep with his mouth open.
nice.
Yeah, so of course we went crazy. We were like, get the dildos. Get the, we
I
have
always gotta get
I have
the-
a suitcase
There's
full of
like
dildos.
42 pictures from every possible different angle.
The only one that didn't work was the black one because it blended in with the couch. And
Oh,
Yeah, you
nice.
couldn't
All I
see
gotta
it.
say is I got some blackmail money for later on in my retirement.
He got posted, not yet, but he's
But
going
Bull
to.
calls me up and he's like, man, I want to write a song called, what did he call it? Something Vicodin, blah, blah, blah. But in parentheses, call it Day Drinking with Daryl. And I'm like, no, we're going to call it Day Drinking with Daryl and then put the Vicodin
Yeah.
in.
That tells you what happened.
Yeah. And he's like, I love it. And well, it's going to be on the new album. But yeah, I love doing Day Drinking with Daryl.
And what was cool about you guys too that day I saw y'all play, I mean there was such a big diverse, as far as the bands that were there, and you guys actually had people there singing your lyrics to your originals, and I was like, wow, man, because we did 2 CDs, but hell, it's been like 2004 when we did the last one. It's hard, and it's hard to get guys to sink money into something when after you sell the initial, you go around to the circuit and you sell everybody there who's going to buy one or beg for one for free, like I did you. Sorry. But
hey, you got me on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
My
Yeah.
favorite line that Brian says when a girl comes up and she says, "Hey, can I get a free shirt? I'll show you my titties." And
No, I
Brian
love
says, "I've seen titties. Show me $10."
Maybe that's why we're not as popular as we used to be. I don't know. But anyway.
Well, our philosophy is, I mean, like we'll sell the CDs at the shows for $5.
Which
And
is a hell of a deal,
that's
man.
a good deal. 9 tracks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you can't get a blowjob on Random and Road for $5.
Well, Dave knows where to.
They call me Dirty Dave for a reason.
Nice.
He knows several
I've
truck
got
stops.
it mapped out and says you are here.
Well, at least from a woman, you can't. But
Okay, well now you're
Now, see, he
getting.
needs to clarify.
Well, we always say it's a donation. I mean, if somebody comes up, I mean, if we're playing to somewhere else tavern and some 15-year-old kid has $3, we're not going to tell him no because he's $2 short.
Wow, he hasn't met Jimmy Henson.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't Thrill Hammer, baby.
No, Jimmy would be like, no, well, save $2 more.
And you know what? The other thing I like about the CD.
He's also a Jew.
First of all, and nothing against the CD, but it kind of, at first glance, it kind of feels like an EP. Because but I love the coating.
Yeah, I love
The
it. Yeah.
thick, it's not like a traditional in a case kind of thing. It's its own case, and it's got a nice thick coated
Dave likes a
pictures
nice
and stuff.
thick.
So I would definitely pick this.
He likes a nice hot melon.
He likes doing it. He took a picture of me and put it next to a billy goat.
Nice.
It feels like my balls. It feels like my balls.
Your balls need washing.
Yeah, no, they just need trim. Manscaped.
So Trailer Park Orchestra. Who
Yeah,
originally-
tell us a little bit about
who
how.
originally came up with that?
Well, I came up with the name. The way we got started in, Matt Overstreet, who we talked about earlier, him, Bull, BP, Brandon.
Is Bull the big guy with the tats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
And Chris,
He looks cool.
who's also no longer with us, Chris
no.
Purdue, they were in a band called Hell Block 13. And, they were losing their lead singer, who was Daryl Mashburn's brother, who is taking the same vacation that his brother is.
Ah, so they're,
I think his vacation.
they're at club, what is it?
Yeah, I think his vacation's
Club
Yeah. In the Fiji Islands.
I think his vacation's a little longer.
Oh,
And-
extended stay.
So they sent me some stuff, and it really wasn't. I wanted to be in a band again, and it really wasn't my thing at first. But Matt was like, "Well, we're going to start doing some other stuff, and go in a different direction." And I came over there, and in the very first practice, we wrote "Sober Again" and "What's on the Horizon."
I'd love to.
Wasn't
do
there a
that.
song that you did earlier, maybe before Trailer Park Orchestra, had something to do with cigarettes?
Oh yeah, that was the LDX.
Yeah.
Louie
That was it.
with me and Matt Overstreet. Yeah. But
What was
but,
the name of it? Was it called not Smoking Cigarettes?
no, it was just called Cigarettes. It was actually about Matt Overstreet. Matt Overstreet's girlfriend. Matt was like 31. His girlfriend was like 17.
Ooh, okay, I'm with you so far.
Oh God, she was brutally hot. She's still brutally hot. And
They
she's like
like
now 31.
do tell.
You know, and it's a love song, and basically like you're too young to buy me cigarettes. And that's what it was.
That is a deal breaker.
I can't believe I remembered that.
For me, that's a deal breaker.
That's how Trailer Park.
That must be, that's Daryl Mashburn right now.
Yeah, I know, right?
With his one phone call.
But
no, that's his one. Hey man, get me a lawyer.
Now, did you ever hear of a band called Circus Baby?
No.
Matt was also.
yeah, that was Matt and Bunny and.
Can we tell our one Daryl story? We were playing at Talk of the Town, but what was it before that? It was something else anyway. The Double Douche, I think. I can't
Double
remember.
Yeah, that's because.
So
like the Roadhouse.
so this guy comes in and he says, "Man, I want to play a song with you guys," which we never, ever, ever did. But that night there wasn't nobody there, so we were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna let this guy play," So he says he's good. So Chris, my drummer, never lets nobody play his shit. So we get up there. Yeah, and he wanted to go eat or do a bump or something. So we get ready to do Allison. He said, well, he looked at our list and he's like, well, I can do Man in the Box, which is dime. It's pretty simple, right? So we clicked it, click 2, 3, 4, and then the band goes dime, but the drummer doesn't. So we're sitting here like, okay, we're waiting on. We're in the song, like aye, and then finally he kicks in and he's out of time, big time.
He must have been hammered. Because he's a great drummer.
Oh, he was shit faced. I mean,
okay.
Then he did this in the middle of the song. I'm doing the verse, and then he does a, and then out of time, and then we're like, so at the end of the night, Chris goes, "Don't ever let that motherfucker get up." And then we're at Riders one night, and there he is again with his girlfriend. I love Daryl. If you watch this, Daryl, we all love you.
He ain't watching this right
So, well, I mean, later on. So he comes up and he says, we had a great crowd. It was Saturday night at Riders. We're like one of the better bands there anyway. So this guy, he comes up and he sees Chris, right? And he says, "Hey man, it'd be awesome if you'd let me get up and play with you guys." And Chris goes, "Yeah, it would be for you." But Chris, he's just playing his way he is. He's just a dick.
Well, Daryl is a good drummer.
Oh yeah, I saw him play with Dog Days. But
and
I don't know what happened there, but that's another story for our Howard Stern show.
Cool story, by the way. Who is this?
Yeah, who is this? Oh, wait a second. We got
that is Amanda.
Amanda Hug and Kiss. Because I'm looking for Amanda.
That's right.
Well, I don't want to say her name publicly.
Oh, that's
but
fine.
She's been on the scene for years. Just a good friend, friend of the band, friend of the local scene.
Just go ahead and let that roll, and we'll go to break. I want to see this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Amanda Hug and Kiss. This is Louie. We're more worried about move, Louie. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to see. I know him. I see him. Yeah. I gotta say, as far as creativity, I don't think anybody can touch you guys, man. You guys are kicking ass.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. We're going to take our second break. We're going to come back and talk to Louie a little bit
If
more.
you're in England, that means something else.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We're going to look at Amanda a little bit more.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been sitting here talking about this, that, and the other with Mr. Louie Love Money from the Trailer Park Orchestra. Daddy. He's gonna tell y'all how it is, if you understand, if you will.
If you will.
Talking about wrestling, we're gonna be on that. We're gonna be on that comment to the stratosphere, baby. Now we're back
When
with
he does
Louie.
our videos before we go play somewhere like
Now, am
we're
I
at a
eating
hotel.
pork and beans? Or
Yeah.
driving?
I have dined with kings and
He'll
queens.
go around the corner and he does all that spiel, and then
Uh-huh.
usually the last thing, and that's the bottom line, baby.
I'll do all kinds of bullshit. And then I got people, club owners like, where's my video, man? Where's the video?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
This one guy, when we would go to South Carolina, he would walk us over to, like, from here to the road, there was a sex shop.
And he
And
buys-
he would walk us over there and buy, like,
He buys me new dildos every
6 a 6-foot inflatable dildo.
and a sheep with an asshole on it.
One that squirts.
He's like, what else you need? What else you need? He's
Yeah.
like, give me that
We need
big
a full
black
show
one.
tonight, man. We need dildos. We need to blow up dolls.
I said, I'm coming to South Carolina, and it's double the dildos. It's double the blow up sheep. Anyway, we got Louie Love Money, and he's a guy after our own hearts because he loves wrestling.
Love it.
He loves music,
Love it.
and like Dave, he loves fat chicks. No, just kidding. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Somebody's got to fuck him. But anyway, we're back, and we talked about how the Trailer Park Orchestra came together. And how long have you guys been doing your thing?
Oh wow.
I know it's been a while. I remember hearing the name
I want to
forever.
say shit. My sense of timing is terrible, but I want to say like 5 years total. 4 of them with
God, it seems
Joe.
like longer than that. But maybe you're right.
I've been hearing the name for at least
Yeah,
4
I
or 5
know.
years.
Yeah, we've been around for a while.
And I think, I mean, like you said,
And we pounded the pavement. I mean, we were playing sometimes 3 or 4 gigs just in Greensboro, back to back. Back to back. So this will be the first time we've taken a break.
Well, you know,
oh, so y'all kind of.
Well, our drummer's having hip
Yeah, that's what I wanted to
replacement.
ask you about, because
Yeah.
recently, was it last week or the week before, you guys had a benefit for him at After Hours?
Yeah,
or something?
after hours.
Yeah.
We
I didn't make the
raised-
connection it was the same guy until I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, okay, now it makes
How did
sense.
that go, by the way?
We raised $800 for him.
Wow, good deal.
And I know July 7th,
My birthday.
which is, well, come on out, we'll be at Bessemer Billiards in Greensboro, which is our home base
Cool
anyway.
deal.
And we've decided to make that kind of a benefit show for them as well.
You know where you're straight out of Greensboro shirt?
I can. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can.
Dave said, are you gonna wear a thong? No,
I don't have one anymore.
But anyway, so,
You know what they call it, a thong? That's the sound it makes when you take them off.
mine goes just
It's funny.
flat.
It's funny. We did a show at New York Pizza one time. And I can't remember the other guy. It was like a rapper out of Charlotte that we played with. Can't remember his name. It's been a few years ago. And he got on stage with nothing but a thong. And one of my friends said,
This is going to be my new favorite story. I can
Okay,
tell.
yeah.
Well, no, I'll try.
We haven't even asked for good road stories yet.
Oh God. But Bull would be great for that one. But anyway, so a friend of mine was like, I didn't know I was gonna see a guy in a Ric Flair robe and then the guy wearing a thong on
You
stage.
should have said,
And everybody was like,
Same shit.
damn it, that Louis Money. And they all assumed I was the one with the
Oh,
thong.
you were
And
the
I'm like,
mastermind.
nah, I wasn't.
Not
Yeah.
this time.
Like, nah, got more thong.
I was wearing the boxer drawers.
We
with the
usually
dude
ask
over there.
people to give us our best road story, and you kind of already did.
Yeah, you
right
gotta
there.
give us one or two, man.
God, I wish Bull was here to tell this story. Bull, big guy, tattoos.
The
What is
coolest.
his real name?
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
I
Big.
like-
Yeah, Bull's much cooler.
Yeah, I like Bull.
But oh God, it was the night I peed on him for the first time.
Whoa.
Okay, now-
Okay,
now-
not only did you say the
You
night
have
you
my
peed
interest.
on him, but you said the first time.
The first time.
Okay,
And if he
I've
was
got-
there, he could tell the story way better.
Is it
than
better
I
than
did.
the dog balls with
You have
Daryl
our
Bashman's
attention.
story?
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Okay, I gotta hear it. I'm all ears.
So I mean, it was just all right. So we're playing in Nashville with a band called the Nobodies at the Auditorium,
Yeah.
Bunch of nobody.
and I love. Well, actually, that was the name of the band.
Yeah, I
The
know, I
Nobodies.
know.
And there was a brewery right across the street from the auditorium, and I love craft beer.
Yeah.
I love it. And I collect growlers. And I didn't get a growler that night, but I went over there and had a flight, and nobody else would drink it with me. So, plus we're in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
hemophiliac thin blood already, so I get fucked up. Well, Bull's driving my van back, and like I said, he could tell the story way funnier than I can.
Well, he was the PE. And
He was the PE.
He was the PE'er.
And I'm like, and he's going like, to hear him say it, he's going like 90 miles an hour down the mountain. He's got his headphones in, so he can't hear me saying, so finally I shake him. I'm like, Bull, I gotta pee, pull over, I gotta pee. He's like, Louie, we can't. There's nowhere to pull over. So he hands me like a cup. Like just a foam cup or what do you call that shit? Styrofoam cup.
Yeah.
He says it's like this big. He's like, I literally fill it to the rim. And I'm teetering, and it's like teetering, like sloshing.
Got some of your old grandpa's medicine there.
Yeah, but it doesn't slosh yet. And he's like, well, hold on, Louie, I'll find a place for us to play. I was like, don't worry about it. I roll down the window. I roll down the window. And he's like, Louie, no! And it was almost like a cartoon. I sling it, and you can see it go. And pop right back in. And it goes all over. It's all over me. And I don't remember none of this story. This is bull telling.
Oh my God.
So evidently I take my pants off because I'm all,
I hope y'all didn't get pulled over.
About a mile and a half down the road, Bull pulls over to a rest area. Well, I'm passed out, drunk, no pants on. I'm just like free balling.
I want to salute you, sir. That is the best road story.
Oh, we're not done.
Okay,
we're not done. So anyway, Bull goes in to pee. All of a sudden, he hears footsteps behind him. It's a state trooper. State trooper gets up behind Bull.
Why's that guy's dick out?
He's like, why are you swerving and why is there a naked guy passed on the front
Why do you
seat?
smell
I'm
like
like,
this?
sir, my question is, why don't you have a naked guy in your car?
So Bull's like, well, sir, if you could back up off me just a little bit, let me finish peeing, I'll explain the whole thing. And he gets up in Bull's face, I guess because he thinks Bull has been drinking. And Bull,
he smelled like pee.
Yeah. And Bull's like, well, we did a show. He got hammered. He threw the pee out the window. Blah blah blah. And he told the story exactly like I just told the story. And the cop's like, well, he had no choice but to believe him because he's like, well,
you can't make that up.
You can't make it up.
He's like, well, just be safe and make sure he gets some fucking pants on.
Oh yeah.
So Bull
nice
comes back.
dick.
Bull comes back. Yeah. Bull comes back and says, Louie, put your pants on. I'm like, but they're wet. I don't remember none of it.
Oh my
That's
God.
the story that keeps on going.
Yeah, I can't. We can't top that.
Nah.
No.
I was gonna go Shears' with something a minute ago, but I wouldn't. Yeah. Once the pee went out the window, I was like.
So on the music side, who were some of your favorites coming up? What inspired you to do the music thing?
Pussy.
Okay.
I like him better now than I did 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Now that I know, and you're always learning your craft as a musician.
Exactly. Yeah, you're constantly.
Now the creation and of course the performance drives me, and the
fact that you guys are doing the original thing too, and people like your originals as much as they like. Because we did the original for a while. We couldn't hardly get a lot of response.
Well, obviously when they go see
them,
them,
they
they know
covers.
it's originals.
Yeah, they have their own.
See us, and we throw an original out. They go,
what is that?
Well, see, when Trailer Park Orchestra first got together, I tried to, and I lost this battle. I tried to come up with the idea of doing both. I was like, look, let's get 3 hours of covers. Let's get an hour of originals.
And then
mix them in, and that way we could play every night of the week if we want to. And we'd be like, okay, well, how much are we getting paid? I'm like, if we're getting just the door, then we show up and we do just our originals.
Right.
If we're getting X, Y, and Z, then we do, okay, we're going to do 3 hours of covers and we'll throw in our originals. But it was always going to drive the originals. Now, I eventually lost that battle of doing, covers, so I just said, okay, fuck it, let's not do any covers.
Yeah.
And our calling card has kind of been live, local, original.
And the fact that you guys had your originals are catchy. And I mean, that's one thing I noticed when I saw you guys. Yeah, the titles are like right up my alley. And I was like, I've heard of these guys forever, but until I saw you, it didn't click. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and in the songs, I was like, well, that was good, that was clever. And then that was, you know, so I mean, I became a fan that day, man. That's
Well,
the first time I'd ever saw you.
Well, thank you.
And I remember that first thing I did, I didn't ask for anybody else's CD that day. I was like, dude, I got to get
You
one
singing
of
the
those.
Daryl song in the water cooler.
That was one. I was like, is
Dude,
that
I
the
can't-
same Daryl Mansford that I
Yep.
know?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then he said this.
Well, see, and Daryl, I mean, Daryl helped, believe it or not, in his own, Daryl way, he helped write Support Your Local Bartender.
Right.
He
Because
was
he
at
does
practice.
support a
he
lot
was-
of bartenders.
Well, not only that, but he was at practice the day we wrote it,
Single moms.
and normally I don't have a problem writing it all. But we were sitting there, and I had the first verse and the second verse, and I was having trouble coming up with the third verse, and I was like, well, I'll just repeat the first verse.
So you
No
normally
problem.
do the lyrics first and then the music follow, or is it kind of
Actually, vice versa normally.
Really?
Yeah. Usually they do the music and then I'll write.
Okay.
But we did. After the first verse, I wanted to change it a little bit, and I'd have to hear the song, believe it or not. But it was his idea to put the tequila in there. He's like, well, just change that one thing to tequila. Me and Pepe Lopez got a date with Death on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
Cool.
worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
But like you said, that was kind of, when y'all got the pieces there, it just clicked. And
I still remember when we came up with the name Trailer Park Orchestra. We were doing this. The song that's Lot 312 was originally called Trailer Park Stew, and we were still looking for a band. We were still looking for a band name that fit us, because we weren't a metal band. We weren't a
more like
punk.
a fun
Well,
party
so say
band.
how
Yeah.
you classify yourself.
I classified as like new Southern rock. Like if Leonard
Yeah.
Skinner was writing music today, I mean, they might not have some of the rap influences that I have, or the punk influences that I have, but it would be almost like if they came out in this time period, this is
Right.
kind of what they would be writing, I would think.
I'd say that's, along the lines
You still
of
got
early
that,
Kid
man.
Rock and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, and I'm a big Kid Rock
Oh, me
fan.
too, man.
Yeah.
That's why, we clicked. When I saw you play it, I was like, damn, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Right after my own heart.
We got to take a quick break here in about a minute, but before we go, I
That's it.
usually
That's
have
the
a
third
little
segment.
something. This is a little.
Yeah, this is the last segment.
And time goes by quick.
Yeah,
But
we're talking
really
about,
quickly, I usually like to ask our guests, first album you bought with your own money.
don't say
Oh, well,
WCW Sting music.
Does a single count?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
it would actually be Curtis Blow, The Brakes.
Oh, these are the
Brakes.
Braves.
Break it up,
we got
break it up, break it up.
Yeah, Shay was right there too. Me and
yeah.
Shane were the only two white guys in grade school listening to NWA. And I mean,
I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you
well,
Yeah, yeah.
tell us right quick before we sign off. What do you guys? You said right now you're kind of taking some time, or
Well,
you
we're taking time off from shows because
Okay.
BP
To work
Brian,
on the CD.
Yeah, well, Brian, he's
Oh,
having
yeah.
hip surgery.
yeah.
So we're like, well, we're not taking time off. We're just getting
Letting
the new
him
album,
recoup.
letting him recover,
Yeah.
and then getting this album out.
Okay.
And how can people listen to you? They can find you on the web.
We're on
Facebook.
Spotify, we're on Facebook,
Reverb
we're on
Nation.
Twitter, we're on Reverb Nation.
Just go to your YouTube machine, type in Trailer
Yeah,
Park.
Trailer
Orchestra.
Park Orchestra.
That's
Yeah, we
it.
got a video with
Bring 'em
Raven
up.
S that we just did. You got
Oh.
posted. Yeah.
Hello.
We like it.
We
Yeah.
got to talk about
AV
that
and
off
all
air.
Yeah.
Uh,
And when you're ready for your video, you gotta give us.
You got any one more?
Oh.
Do you have any quick road story that could top the Piss story?
That's pretty.
Because
tough.
right
Oh,
now
wow.
that's about an A+.
I mean, there is more road stories.
Maybe we can get next
but
time you
I don't
come
know if I
on.
can do it in 1 minute. I'd have to think about it.
Yeah,
for a
maybe
minute.
next time you bring Brian with you or
Yeah.
Bull.
Bull has a dude.
Bull,
He has
yeah,
a
we
We
lot
gotta
of
get
stories.
we gotta get him over here. And I hate and I don't mean this to sound gay because Dave is, but we don't want him. He's gonna have to take
No,
the
no.
shirt off and let the nipple rings go. Okay?
Gotcha.
I think all the fat guys. You can leave yours on, but all the fat guys, we gotta let it hang out. We got
And,
Bull with us.
Don't forget Trailer Park Orchestra, Louie Music in the house in the studio with
Louis
us.
money.
I mean, when I say music,
He's got money and music.
Well, just because my name's
You know who I'm thinking of. But
Well, we are the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. We
Thanks
want to
for
thank
coming
Louis.
by.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thank you, man.
By the way, you had no soap in your bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, just like Dave does, spit in your hand. We'll see you guys
Job
next
done.
Wednesday night on the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. Go
Thank
check these
you.
guys out.